Here at Manitowoc Tool Manufacturing, we're a lot more than our name says. We specialize in precision metal stamping, OEM custom metal fabrications. Basically, if it's metal, we can do it. Big presses, big parts, and big ideas that lead to big solutions. My name is Jake Hebda, and we are Manitowoc Tool and Manufacturing.
You've heard everybody talking about numbers and technology and all these really cool things that some people can't even explain inside this building, but that's not what matters here. What matters is the people. What matters is our story, right? It's what everybody's doing here together. We're working as a team. What you see behind me, it's not a formula, it's a relationship. It's us working together.
Here at MTM, we have press tonnages ranging from 100 tons up to 1,100 ton press with a 186-inch bed. So we're just growing in the thicker material. We're seeing bigger and bigger dies, and we found that we can be that niche in the market to run these big parts that our competition can't do.
Here we have the die shop, and we have a bunch of brand new Milltronics machines. These are absolutely state-of-the-art pieces of equipment that have been driving our efficiencies to the absolute ultimate level.
They're like the Lamborghinis of mills.
This is a Milltronics 4222IL. On this particular part, the operator sets it up, touches his tools off, picks up his zero, and this particular part, the machine, the program is already made. So the operator loads the program, hits cycle start, and lets it run.
A lot of these enclosed machines have helped with our cleanliness in the plant, which is a big deal, just in terms of making sure we're keeping things neat, tidy, orderly.
Away from the mills, we have our EDM wire machines. They're also very important for what we do here at MTM. Every tool has to have a purpose. So come with me and I'll show you what I mean. So right here is one of the typical tools that we are currently building right now. These are air lifters for these pads that push up and lift the piece up after it was pressed. So here's an example of a complete die set. Here's the top, here's the bottom. These pieces here locate the part as they get set on the bottom, and the part gets hit on this station first and then gets transferred over to this station over here.
Tools can do different things. They can stamp, usually in the beginning of the tool. As you go into the tool, the different progressions, there's forming operations, comes to the end of the tool, where the cutoff is, and the finished part falls onto a conveyor and goes into the crate.
Over here we've got a in-die nut insertion. This really comes to attest how good our skills are in the die shop. The nuts are actually feeding into the tool, and the nut staking is happening in die. Since we're doing it in the tool, we're removing that additional operation. So really at the bottom line, it saves our customer cost.
And here we have a tool working right now. 880 tons of pure power. This is 3/8-inch thick steel.
So this is a customer of ours that had a really hard time. They had a tornado hit their building years ago, and we built tools for them forever. But they needed us to stamp some parts for them. Their presses were demolished, so they needed our help.
Here we have some twin conveyor belts making some top panels for an air conditioning unit. We're able to efficiently produce these because we have a good press line set up here.
What we've done here is we've tied 3 big presses together, 2,400 tons of stamping, put it into one manufacturing cell. So we're taking a flat blank here, pre-paint material, couple operations, send it down the line. 800 tons, 660 more tons. We're going from blank to a form. A little bit more forming happen. We're starting to see the inside shape of this thing come together. Send it on down the line. We got to keep up here. We got to get around by these guys. This is so important. The last final ops here. I mean, this is how the customer is going to bolt this all together. It's going to drop right onto their assembly. You can see it. Just the right amount of lube, right? So much care goes into this. Onto the final packing table. Bagged up, wrapped up, ready to travel quite a ways away. This is it though. Finished product, ready to go out to the customer.
This product here is pre-painted material. The raw material comes in pre-painted, and we're able to stamp that and form that, get it boxed up into the customer without that additional operation. That's the MTM efficiency.
So from flat blank to finished part, wrapped up, ready to go out the door, just over 3 minutes.
Here we have MTM's metal fabrication department. It's becoming more and more important that we offer turnkey solutions. So in addition to being a mid to high production metal stamping house, we also have grown into renowned fabrication shop. Fabrication is laser cut blanks to the press brake forming all the way to the welded components. You'll see throughout the shop that we'll have many different operations. It's really that value add to give our customers an assembly ready turnkey solution.
Here we're in our fab area. Most specifically, our newest machine here is a 12,000 watt fiber optic laser.
It's about 6 times faster than our old Mazak 4K. Advantages to our new Bystronic just include cut quality, finish, speed, accuracy, all of it. Everything's better.
To put that into perspective, we had one particular project that we were looking at about 90 hours worth of work in a week's time. We cut that down to about 15 hours, so super efficient. Here we're pulling out pieces out of the skeleton of the material, that is. We do a good job of nesting as many possible parts into one sheet of material to make sure we're minimizing scrap, but you can see how we've laid out the parts in this sheet to utilize every possible inch of raw material. Nothing's thrown away. These are fresh parts that just came off of this laser, shows an ideal cut condition. This is going to be taken over to our press brake to be formed into a bracket that we're going to send directly to our customer.
Here in our fab department, we have 3 robotic welders. We have 2 10-foot H-frame turntable welders, as well as a smaller E-cell welder, which is more efficient for the smaller components. As you can see here, the 10-foot beds, it's not always necessary to have that big of a bed in a weld cell. However, we're able to fit multiple stations, which gives us the most efficiency to give our customers the best cost. Here we have a part that really shows off all our capabilities. We have laser cut parts here, we have water jet cut parts, we have stamped components. All of these components go into the robotic welder for a seamless part here. So this is a big, heavy weldment, and we're very familiar with weldments like this, but we also see the small assemblies as well. This part goes into the on-highway trucking industry. This part has a rough annual usage of about 10,000 pieces. It's an engine cross member.
Here we have a 100-ton brand new Darley press brake, but this thing is absolutely state-of-the-art. We can utilize universal tooling, which offers a no tooling option for our customers to be able to get forming operations, but the programming ease that we have with a machine like this gets parts out the door quickly and in our customers' hands. Prototyping is fantastic for our customers to be able to use fit, form, function, understand how the parts can be used in their particular application, but additionally lower volume production, we can get parts out in a matter of a couple of days. This is a large part that goes into some agricultural type equipment, but you can see the heavy gauges of material that we're able to form on this machine, and in low volume requirements, saves a ton of money. Here we have a 660-ton SAE press with a Lincoln Automation transfer system on it. And this is a totally unique setup that we had talked with our customer on, and we're lucky enough to develop the project with them. But we invested in all this equipment just for one particular customer in mind and one part in this building. So that shows the investment that MTM makes in new projects with our customers and growing those relationships. Here's the parts that are coming off of this press utilizing this transfer system. Right inside here you can see the arms on the side of the transfer system, in which actually have the fingers that'll be picking up that part and advancing it to the next station of the tool. We're making these parts as efficiently as you possibly can, getting the best coil yield, speed through the press, through a wash line on the back side. These parts are going straight in a crate, delivering to our customer, assembly line ready. Volume on this particular part is about 1.7 million pieces per year.
Manufacturing is not overseas. In fact, manufacturing has come back to the United States pretty significantly here in the last few years. It is, I don't believe it was ever as much as what was brought out to be, but now it is here more than ever. We are seeing our customers wanting to keep things within the States.